Hello and welcome to my channel, Inner Light of Truth Tarot. My name's Denise and I do collective readings. They are timeless, so this could be your past, present, or future. Please use your discernment when watching my video, and I thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. I'm going to jump right into these energies. What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit. Wisdom. So you've got a lot of wisdom to share. Scribe or writer. Could have been a scribe or writer in your past life. Or maybe the universe is asking you to write because you know how from the past. It all has to do with your wisdom. Health. And you could be a healer. Yeah, you could be a healer. So I'm going to read these out of the book. So you know what the cards mean. This card indicates that you have tremendous wisdom and knowledge from prior lifetimes that seek to resurface now. Even if you've never thought of yourself as particularly wise, this card indicates that you learned important lessons and information that will serve you and others if it's reawakened now. This card can indicate that it's time for you to return to school or seek additional education of some sort. This may even be a sign that you're changing your career path. Your re-emerging knowledge is guiding you toward work that is more meaningful. This card asks you to believe in yourself and know that you have what it takes to tackle a career related to your true interests and passions. And then let's see, scribe or writer. This card reveals that you had a career as a writer or scribe in the past lifetimes, which may be why you currently desire to write. You have the natural thinking style of someone who can organize thoughts into written word. The fact that you had the discipline to sit down and write in that previous lifetime shows that you can exercise the same trait in this life. If you dream of being a published author, this card urges you to pursue that path. Do research on writing and publishing, and more important, write every day, which can be in the form of journaling, letters, creative writing, or nonfiction writing such as blogging or articles. If you have a strong enough desire to be a published author and you're willing to put forth the effort, you can attain your dreams. And then health. Your relationship to health and healing is influenced by other lifetimes. You may be suffering from a physical problem that was inflicted upon you during your past life. Perhaps you reincarnated so quickly that you didn't have time to deal with the underlying issues. Your physical health has caused you hardship, yet it has also taught you a deeper level of compassion than you could have learned in a healthy body. You've also developed healing skills that can benefit others. In fact, you may already know that you're a healer. This knowledge was acquired in previous lifetimes when you performed healings for others. Back then, your earthly needs were likely taken care of by a community, so you may struggle with the idea of charging money for healing work in this life. It's helpful to know that in this current Western society, everyone must charge for their work, including those who provide spiritually based services. So these could be things from your past you need to heal in the present in order to move on in the future. What's the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Message for the collective, Holy Spirit. So you need to detach from something. There's an energy that you're holding on to, and you need to let it go. So you're being asked to connect to your intuition before making any new choices. And right now you're healing yourself, your mind, body, and soul. You're going through a really deep healing. You're understanding that you're transforming because of this healing. And you're opening your arms to the universe. You've taken the high road in a situation that has maybe brought you self-doubt, but it's bringing you solitude, whatever this decision that you made. And you're a very brave person. You're a very brave person. The next step is to plan, strategize what your next actions are. Go within, figure out what your next step is. What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Message for the collective. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Message for the collective. So, trust the timing. Time is the universe's ally. Trust its flow and everything will fall into place. So, everything is divine timing. You have patience right now and you're in the rhythm of life. And then secrets of time. Time is not your energy, but your ally. Everything unfolds in perfect moment. So this is, these are two cards that are about divine timing, to have patience and trust in the universe on what situation is going to happen next. What's going to happen next in your situation, I should say. What's the message? What other message about this divine timing? Beyond time, your soul transcends time and space. Dive deep into the essence to discover infinite possibilities. So you're on that soul journey, and you understand that everything is in divine timing. You're understanding that. You have patience. Things are timeless. Yeah, and you're moving forward. You're trusting in the universe, and that's because you're breaking free of the burdens that were in your life. What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Feng Shui, you're being called to explore the subtle energies or people and places that affect those in the environment for balance and healing. Graphology. You're being called to explore handwriting analysis to provide insight, clarity, and understanding of one's thoughts to bring healing and growth. Other messages, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What other message? Shamanism. You're being called to explore working as a spiritual teacher and healer who can move between the worlds as a messenger to bring wisdom and healing. So just tap into your clairvoyance. These could be your spiritual gifts. They don't have to be. They could be somebody's in your energy. They don't have to be. I pull them to see what's out there in the energy. What is the message for the collective? Neptune. You're seeing through the illusions. You're being proactive and not reactive to whatever the situation is. You're looking outside of the box. You're using your gut instinct. Someone in your energy is very narrow-minded. They're very egotistical. They want to confront you. They betrayed you. You could be very defensive of this person, and you may have walked, away from them because they missed the mark when it came to you. They did. But you easily impress others because you have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom. You've learned many things in your life, and you're very skilled in many areas. And you care deeply for other people. You could be very empathetic. Let's see. What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Holy Spirit, Holy being asked to meditate, to stay still, to be in the present. This will bring you, inner harmony. It'll balance your situation. And the universe is going to give you some real wisdom. You're going to receive some downloads from the universe that are going to bring you some revelations. And this will happen when you just live in the moment, that you don't care what goes on around you. And just remember, your guardian angels are all around you. You've been clearing things away, all those stagnant energies. And you're very aware of who you are, and you're seeing beyond that fear. What is the message for the collective? Message for the collective. What is the message for the collective? Or awakenings. So experience the awakening energies of the aurora, igniting inspiration and creativity. So you could have some creative endeavors that you are working on. You could have air in your chart. Could have turned your back on somebody, but you are inspiring other people. What's the message? The message for the collective. What's the message? Quicksilver, adaptability. You're very adaptable. When things change, you're adaptable to the new energies. You walk with grace. You walk with grace, and people are seeing this. You don't get in those dramas, the chaos. You try and stay away from that. Emerald echoes. Listen to the emerald echoes resonating within the celestial and spiritual energies that surround you. So you're being asked to tap in to your energies. Know what your energy and what somebody else's energy is. There's something about your root chakra. Yeah. There's earth here with the mountains. There's water here. Yeah. What's the message for the collective? Message for the collective. Holy Spirit, Holy Angel. Right now, you're in the ease. You're in the flow. You're allowing life just to flow freely. Yeah, you're being gentle with yourself. You've opened your heart. You're a very good-hearted person, and you've accepted what should be. And that's because you have the wisdom inside you. You don't cast judgment on anybody. You're accepted of the situations. Resonance. So you need to notice your energy, what type of energy that you are broadcasting out there. You're being asked to go for it. Open your heart to new connections. Your creativity is flowing right now, and that's because you're a compassionate person. You focused on what the patterns were in your life, and you understood the guidance that the universe was giving to you. You're in the mode of receiving, and you're questioning the narrative of people's stories. You've always walked with grace, and you're just letting things be. You're allowing the universe to take charge, to take the wheel. And that's because you have faith. You've gone through that healing, and you've allowed yourself space and to nurture yourself. And this has brought trust in the universe. What is the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Check in with yourself. And this is, check in with yourself and let go of those stagnant energies. Pay attention to what your inner inner self is telling you, because there's resolution coming, and it's only going to happen when you start to slow down. You allow things just to happen as they are. Pausing and speaking about your situation will help you to surrender and align with the universe. You have to release those old energies in order to manifest, so just have patience. What's the message for the collective? Duality dance. You're seeking balance amid chaos that's been in your life. You are. You're trying to find harmony between these situations. You've let go of toxic energies. And you're learning what is your energy and what is other people's energy. And you're not allowing negativity into your life. Everything's divine timing. You're being asked to be patient, because some things that you're asking for will take time to manifest. So just be patient and trust in the process. Trust in the universe that things are going to work out the way they're supposed to. Because you've had a lot of hurtful events that you need to heal from. You've endured a lot of things. Just don't allow these hurtful events to anchor you in anger. You know, you have that hope. You're releasing those energies, and you're mastering yourself. And once you master yourself, your new world's going to open up. What's the message for the collective? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What is the message for the collective? What is the message? Ooh, a lot of cards are falling. So someone doesn't want closure to the situation. You could be the black sheep of your family, where you go against the norms, and you're really spiritually woke. You know who you are. Yeah, and you know that this person is just on the rebound. They're going to start spilling the beans, or you will, on this situation. Because there's a new love coming into your life. Yeah, you have somebody new coming in if you're not already with them. They're going to teach you something, or you're going to teach each other how to love, how to truly love. It's going to be a very flirtatious relationship, and it's going to bring you good fortune. It is, because you're both balanced. What is the message for the collective? So King of Pentacles, Earth sign. Your abundance and prosperity is coming in, and that's because you're very secure and stable. You're protective of your energy. You are. And the Eight of Pentacles, you're very committed and dedicated to your work and where you are in life. Heavy earth signs out here. Heavy earth signs. Right now, you're self-reflecting with the Hermit. You are self-reflecting. You're finding solitude. Could be somebody in your energy that wanted you, to be naive, or they thought you were naive. They wanted you just to be a dreamer, and this is somebody, a water sign, that's in your energy. But right now, the Wheel of Fortune's on your side. This is fate. Positive changes are coming in. Cycles are changing. September 10th or October 9th could mean something to you. The numbers 10 or 9. These could be life paths. But you're very independent. You are heavy earth. You're a heavy earth sign. You have a lot of success. You made a lot of achievements in your life, and you're very independent. You know, you're self-aware. Yeah. Wheel of Fortune's on your side. Things are changing. Keeping a promise. Someone's going to keep a promise that they made to you. And this could be the universe. Or this could be a promise that you made to yourself. Someone in your energy still wants you to stay insecure. You know, they want you to think it's a fantasy land, that, you know, they're your love story. That once upon a time, you two were happy. Whoever this person is wants you to stay in the past. I really think you're keeping promises you made to yourself, that you never go back to the past. What's the message? Any other messages, Holy Spirit? Any other messages? Yeah, these people could be fake friends. It could be family, friends, or relationship. Whoever it was, whoever this person is, really shattered you. They destroyed something in your life. You had to rebuild who you are. But you are keeping those promises to yourself. I still feel that. You're keeping those promises. Because you have a recording of some kind. You have something that you can reveal. Something that you can reveal. And this person, and that's because you're keeping a secret. This person, you're keeping this person's secret. Whoever this person is, you've been keeping the secret for a long time. What is the message for the collective? Okay, Harvest. 2 cards fell out, but I'm being directed just to take Harvest, which is number 43. So we're going to read this card. Let's see. Milestones honoring growth and reflection. Many moons ago, you planted seeds under the cover of night, not knowing what would come of them. You carefully put your dreams into the universe. Drawing this card honors the completion of a cycle from the inception of something you planted in the past. This does not mean that the seeds are finished growing, but there is an opportunity to reflect on an anniversary or milestone. You could never have known from the start what the completion would look like. Despite any expectations you may have had, here you are now in the position to harvest and reflect. Look back on what has come to you since planting the seeds. How has it changed you? And the choices that you made that brought you to where you are today. Now is the time of harvesting in the form of gathering all that you can from the past. There's always something that you can see as a silver lining, even in the most challenging of situations. This is a time to celebrate, mourn, show gratitude, or express feelings of loss and regret. Whatever emotions are coming up for you, even if they conflict, are all valid and have their place. Acknowledge the work that you have done, even in the circumstances that transpired, if they were not what you had hoped. If nothing else, you deserve recognition for your efforts. Use this milestone to inform your future choices. What has the past shown you about who you want to be? Where do you want to go now with your newfound wisdom and growth? Reminder, harvest all that you can from your past to inform your future. Well, that's beautiful. Let's see what the angels have to say. What angel numbers? What's the angel numbers for this reading? Holy Spirit, holy angels, archangels, guardian angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. What are the angel numbers? 0404, slow down. So balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, and warning. So you need to pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate clearly and keep healthy boundaries. What other message? 111, intuition, moderation, patience, flow, clarity, joy, movement, self-realization, taking action, unconditional love. Time to implement long-cherished ideas. You're on the right track towards making your dreams and visions a reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are being sent your way. Happiness and new opportunities are at hand. Trust in the process. 2323. Endless cycles. Charisma, communication, society, movement, journey, repetitive circumstances, and patterns. There is some truth you're resistant to accept over and over again until you're tired and restrained beyond depression. It takes a decision to live life for yourself. Life is all about passion. Then when you make a change, and the world around you will follow. So there may be something that, you're resistant on right now, but you're being asked to take action. What's the message from the universe? Message from the universe, Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit, what is the message? Comparing yourself to others keeps you stuck in a cycle of guilt and shame and continues to separate you from your blessings. It keeps you small. Understand that everyone has their own journey, which always unfolds in divine timing. Your time will come. So just, stay in the moment. Don't try and push things. Just allow things to flow. What's the message? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is the message? If you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it's a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. What other messages? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Ooh. So a whole bunch fell, but I'm only going to take these three right here. So no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Your life is about to start to move quickly. In some areas, events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. Love yourself more by saying, Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no instead of saying yes to please other people. So don't be a people pleaser, because every situation in life is temporary. Everything's temporary. So when life is good, make sure to enjoy it and receive it fully. When life is not so good, remember that it will not last forever and better days are on the way. Because everybody has choices in life. Everybody has that choice in life. I'm going to stop this message here. I thank you for stopping by and supporting my channel. I hope you come back again soon. Thanks again and have a great day.